Hello and welcome to PMCLounge.com. Today we are discussing Herzberg's motivation hygiene theory. Now, let me ask you a question which is going to set the stage for this video. Of course, you love project management. That's why you're here. You're preparing for your PMP exam or you're already PMP certified. And that means you are passionate about project management. You're passionate about your job, managing projects day in and day out. But the question is, would you do it for free? Would you do your job without a paycheck? The practical answer to that question is a no. I hope so. It is a no. And that is where Mr. Herzberg comes in. Let's understand what his theory is all about and also understand a bit about this person, Mr. Herzberg. So here's a brief introduction about Frederick Irving Herzberg, who was an American psychologist and an influential name in the world of business management. He is best known or famous for his motivator hygiene theory, which is what we are discussing today, and his book, One More Time, How Do You Motivate Employees, had sold 1.2 million reprints by 1987. Also, the gist of this entire motivator hygiene theory is that certain hygiene factors are needed before employees can be motivated. Their presence is a given, but absence leads to demotivation. And this is what I referred to when I asked you about doing your job for free. A salary is something, a paycheck is something which is a given. You expect it, it has to be there. But its absence is going to lead to demotivation. So its presence might not be a big motivator for you, but its absence is definitely going to be a demotivation. And that is exactly what we call a hygiene factor as defined by Herzberg. So let's look at this in further details. All right, so let's understand Herzberg's motivation and hygiene theory. So this is the state. If you're here, this is the neutral state. You are neither satisfied nor dissatisfied at your job. Is this a good state to be in? Let me know in the comments. I don't think so. But here are some of the factors that lead to job dissatisfaction. These are hygiene factors, and we have already talked about it, right? Hot coffee is something that is expected when you reach your office. You expect that in the cafeteria you'll have hot coffee. If you don't have it, it could lead to demotivation, right? So this is a hygiene factor. Its presence is not appreciated much, but its absence is going to lead to dissatisfaction. Let me give you an example. Suppose you have joined a new organization and it's your first day. So you show up in the office and you realize that every single one of your team member is working from home, including your boss. How are you going to feel about that? This is an example of hygiene factors. So you might feel unhappy about joining this place where you don't even feel welcomed by your team members, right? However, let's say you went to the office on the first day and everyone's in the office, all your team members are there, your boss welcomed you, and he or she introduced you to the rest of the team. How do you feel about that? Are you motivated by that? Not really. This is something which you were expecting, right? But its absence was a dissatisfier. Its presence was expected. So before employees can think about big words like personal growth and achievement and self development and self actualization, you have to make sure that hygiene factors are covered. Right, so let's look at some of these hygiene factors. Number one, working conditions. If the working conditions are good, they are expected to be good. If they are bad, then this is going to lead to dissatisfaction. Company policies and administration, how helpful are them? Right? How friendly are these company policies and administration? Salary and benefits, something we talked about. Supervision quality, you expect good quality of supervision. If it's there, it's sort of expected. If it's not there, it is going to lead to dissatisfaction. You've got status. Certain people run behind good job titles because they feel their status is reflected by their job titles. So this is also a hygiene factor. Job security, and then co-worker relations. If you have good relations with your co-workers, well, this is expected, right? You expect to be working in a team which is really good, which bonds really well. But if you don't have good co-worker relations, this is going to lead to dissatisfaction. And personal life, what is the quality of the personal life? If it's good, it's expected. You expect to have good quality personal life in your job. But if your job is taking too much of your personal life's time as well, this is going to lead to dissatisfaction. Now let's look at some of the motivation factors that lead to job satisfaction. So we talked about hygiene factors. Now we're talking about motivation factors. Remember, the theory is called Motivation-Hygiene theory by Herzberg. So recognition, achievement, work itself is also a motivating factors leading to job satisfaction for many people out there. Now you may feel, oh, I hate my work. Well, if you're a passionate project manager, you may love your work, but there are certain people that may think that they hate their work. But if they have no work and they have got to do absolutely nothing, going to the office every day but sitting there for 8 hours, work is the absence of work is going to lead to dissatisfaction. Advancement, personal growth, and responsibility. People look for that. So Herzberg's theory precisely says that before you can motivate your employees, before you can work on these areas of recognition, achievement, work itself, advancement, personal growth, responsibility, before you can work on stuff like these, you need to make sure that these areas are covered. You need to make sure that hygiene factors are not a playing role. They are not playing a role in leading to job dissatisfaction. So I hope that was clear. And before we end the video, let me remind you, you can head over to pmclounge.com/PMP Study Plan and grab your 50 days plan to clear the PMP exam. This is absolutely free. Guys, I'd like to request you do smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and got value out of it. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to stay notified whenever we upload new content. Don't forget to check out the website pmclounge.com, your number one free PMP resource. Thank you.